All right, Amy. Welcome, everybody. This is Jen Swift of Well Crafted Studio and my bestie.
Hi, I'm Amy Romeo of Amy Romeo Crafts. Hi, for everybody. It's so nice to see everyone in the comments already.
Yes, it
Thank you for
is. It
joining
is. It
us.
is. Oh, I'm so excited. Amy, it's been a hot minute.
It really has. It really has. But it's nice. I'm glad to be back.
Uh huh.
Yay.
Yeah, we were chatting a
I've
little bit
missed you.
before we got started here, and I was like, wait a minute. We can't like chat without the girls here. So, gotta like hold on, and we got a lot of fun things to talk about today just because it's been a while.
Yeah, it really has. But we're all, even if we're not, here, we're like doing stuff and trying things. So we've been making a little list of all the fun things we want to talk about.
You do. Okay.
She has an actual list.
I do.
I don't write a list. She
Oh,
writes the list.
I do write lists. It's because I forget things
Yeah.
otherwise. Um,
Yes.
All right, so we have lots of people here, which is super fun. And
Let
right
me
away, let's
see.
talk about or um, some. Roseanne asked how your husband is. So
Yeah, so I know everyone's asking. I really appreciate that. He's doing much, much better. He's home. He's back to work. He works from home upstairs, so it's not like he's got to go to the office or anything. But no, he's much better. He got a new car because his car was totaled. He's still doing like physical therapy, but he's doing much, much better. Things are getting back to normal. And I
and
really
things.
appreciate everyone's prayers and all the warm wishes. That was a rough time. If you were part of my holiday event, that was rough for me, but things are much better.
You were
So
doing a
thank
lot
you.
of the behind the scenes work for that from the hospital. So
I was, and my assistant Susan, she's not my assistant, she's someone that helps me, but she's awesome and she really saved the day. Saved the whole event for me. So I'm eternally grateful to Susan and all of my crafty friends. Like y'all were helping me, all the girls were helping me in the comments, in my Facebook groups and everything. It was really nice.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm just glad that's behind me because that was tough.
Well, and I just remember the day that you came and you were like texting me and you're like, I'm sitting at my desk. I can make things again.
Yes.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
tough to like not have our time to just sit and talk and chat and for you to be able to do stuff and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, there were a couple days that there were like tech challenges, which always happens when you launch an event, like things just go wrong. And it was just hard to see the emails coming through on my phone and everything happening and I just couldn't do anything about it. But fortunately Susan was on top of it. So,
So Susan is
yes.
actually the gal that helps us a ton with Cricket Adventure too, and she's here today and it's her birthday. So I want to say happy birthday, Susan.
Susan's
Yeah,
here.
she's in the
Yay. Hi
chat.
Susan. Happy birthday, Susan. Yeah, so
So
Susan also helps Abby Kirsten with the Cricket Craft Fest.
ooh, which
So
is
I
coming
know so
up.
many, which is coming up, and I know so many of you always comment in Abby's groups about how well run, the event is, and so much of that is Susan. I know that Abby definitely would agree with that statement, and so much of our event is Susan because she's amazing. So yeah, I'm so glad she's here, and it is her
Yeah.
birthday.
Oh, and everybody's so nice wishing her a happy birthday too. Okay, so we have like from all over the place: South Carolina, North Carolina, Canada, Thunder Bay. Oh my goodness, I don't know what the weather's like there. Sometimes Canada's like nicer than Minnesota. Sometimes Alaska is nicer than Minnesota. So we'll just say that. But Florida, all over the place. You guys, it just makes me so excited when people come.
I
I
know
have
it's so
coffee.
cool.
Do you have coffee?
I don't have coffee. I have water. I've been up
Mm.
since 1:30, so I've had 3 cups of coffee. It's probably not
Okay.
good for me to have. It's probably not good for me to have anymore at this
I
point.
feel like
So
three
I'm
is like
drinking
the
some water.
limit, unless you're doing decaf.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Decaf. Mm-mm.
Okay. So, Amy, there's like been a few
Yes.
additional things. I just want to kind of say that there's been some additions to your family. Um, you, I was surprised by this. So, not only did you get that big, wonderful thing delivered to you in that big truck, right
Oh,
about like
this
what, Thanksgiving?
this thing back here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like your new baby, but you also got a new
Yes.
pet.
I did. We got a new cat in January. We went to the Humane Society, and the kids picked out another cat. So we have 3 cats from the Humane Society. She's a calico, and she's really pretty, and she doesn't leave Olivia's room. She just lives in Olivia's room. The door's open. She doesn't come out. just sleeps all day in Olivia's room.
So I
So
kind of laughed
she's
because our
she's
one
fun.
of our crafty besties, Lucy, has I think 3 cats, and we always tease her about all her 3 cats. And
Right.
I think you're catching up because you have a dog too, so you might have even surpassed her.
I know. I kind of am. I kind of am catching up. It's a little scary, but
Okay, so
I got a
Amy, tell
really
us about
cute.
your.
I got a
Oh,
really cute cat tower, but I don't
oh,
think I
show
can
her.
show you.
Oh,
I don't think. I don't think I can show you. Trevor's on it right now. Let me see if I can
oh,
turn the
Lucy's
camera.
here too.
There it is. There. You
It's like
see?
a
It's like
flower.
flowers. Yeah. So there's 3 little places for them to sit for the new
So
cat.
cute.
Isn't that funny?
It is. Where'd you get that?
Okay. I got it on Etsy, and then I found it on Amazon.
I cannot
So I
believe
added
the
it.
things you can find.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
You got that cute. You have a really cute rug too, but I don't know if you can. I don't know if people can see that at all. So tell us about your other baby, because somebody asked in the comments.
Oh, somebody asked in the comments. Yes, so I got my dream box. It's back here. And I have, let me see. Can you see it? Yeah.
Yep, a little bit.
So, yep. So it was delivered to my house, I think on Halloween. It's been a
Ooh,
while.
let me put
And then
take
my
me
big
off and
and then
I
my big
just
plan, yeah, there it is. So my big plan was to do my event and then take the rest of December off and do my dream box. But that didn't happen. So anyway, I was able to finally unpack it before Chase left back to college. Chase and Nick helped me bring it in and everything. So it's built and all the little cubbies are in there, but I haven't made my pretty tote covers yet. I designed a really pretty 2-layer pattern that I'm super excited about. And then check this out. I got, so you
you
know
are
the
so
doors,
extra.
are,
Yes.
I know. So the doors are kind of plain, right? Which
Yeah,
is
I'm
cool.
surprised by
But
that.
but I got these really, really neat laser cut. Check this out. It's like a
Okay.
laser cut overlay, and it goes, I don't know if you can see, it goes like that. And
Yeah.
there's a top and a bottom, and a top and a bottom on both doors. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyway, that'll be part of my big reveal video and my little tote cover. So, yeah, having fun with the dream box.
Ooh, that was a really fun little sneak peek that nobody else gets to see. And yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
think I've ever
excited.
seen. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that with the front of their dream box. So that's actually really cool.
I saw it in a Facebook group, in the like a Facebook group for the dream box.
Yeah.
Someone did that with this pattern, so that was really cool. But anyway, I reached out to the owner of the company. I was like, hey, you know,
Okay.
can
So we were just
can
talking about how you're like looking at removable wallpaper to put on the inside as well, which is so cool.
mm-hmm.
Which made me think about my Christmas present to you.
Yes, yes. Let me show you. Look at, well, Jen sent me a billion really cool things for Christmas, but look at this. These are all like custom printed faux leathers. Let me see. And remember how she kept teasing me about the Yeti? Let me just take it out of this little package. I mean, these are gorgeous. Look at this. It's like a Yeti print. Isn't that incredible?
Did you laugh so hard when I showed that to you?
I
Or when you saw
did. I
it?
laughed so hard. But look at this one. This one's my favorite. I mean, these are all just beautiful. This one's like nutcrackers. Anyway, super cool. Super cool.
Yep. So
So I'd never heard of this place.
so yeah, it's ever onward printing. And what's cool about them is that when you look at their patterns, you can choose to do a like you can choose the pattern, and then you can choose if you want faux leather, heat transfer vinyl, removable vinyl, regular
Mm-hmm.
vinyl, or something else. And so it's like, where you could do like you could make it to like basically a wallpaper, a removable wallpaper if you wanted. I mean, maybe not, but yeah, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
fun
so
because
cool.
all the different patterns and then all the different like ways that you can use it.
All
So
the different ways. Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
That is really cool. Lucy is asking if you designed these because they
I
are so cool. They look like they could have been designed by you.
I did not design these, but I did some pretty heavy Etsy research trying to find stuff that I really liked. So, and I knew
Yeah,
that you would
those
love
are.
the Nutcracker. So,
Yeah, do you remember the name of the shop, the Etsy shop, Jen?
yeah, it was Ever
Everyone's asking.
Onward Printing, and it was
All
Etsy.
right, let me type it in.
Yep. And
Ever
seriously, they
on.
have like, so I just was looking, and like I don't know about you guys. It's like I don't even like really. I've used faux leather a little bit, but it's like I run into one of these shops and I'm just like, oh, add to cart. Oh, add to cart. Oh, add to cart. And then I have to like stop myself. I'm like, am I ever actually going to use this? And I'm like, I don't care, depending on my mood. Sometimes I just
Right.
don't then. So, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Um, but yeah, so that was a fun find. So I also,
Yay.
speaking of fun finds, do you want to hear about my? You're gonna laugh at me. They're gonna laugh at me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Tell
Okay.
me.
All right. So you know how I have this thing about adhesives. So
Yes, I do.
right.
Oh
So
gosh, now I'm laughing. Okay.
so I really, really, really love adhesives. Like I think one of our
Mm-hmm.
earliest of these, I'm like, let's do squirrel and towel, and I was like showing everybody all my
Mm-hmm.
adhesives. I have adhesives
Mm-hmm.
box, and I'm like, and there's tape, and there's this, and this works best for this. And I seriously, I could like go on and on about. But I went to Michael's because I had like after like they had some additional ones, but like after Christmas and everything, I think I had like $30 of that Michael's rewards, which is a
Yeah,
little
awesome.
embarrassing because I swear you get for like every $50 you get like 50 cents or something. So,
Yeah, $30 probably took you a while to build
well,
up.
no, actually, like I think 20 of it was like they just sent it to you as like this bonus. So I mean, that's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. What'd you get with
But
it?
well, so
More
this is
adhesives?
no, I was walking out the door and my husband's just like, so where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go use these probably. And he's like, okay, cool. And then he's like, yeah, you're gonna go and you're gonna like spend the money and then you're gonna go and like spend twice it in other stuff that you find. And I'm like, I
Right.
don't know. And then
Hmm.
sure enough, so I get there and I'm like, okay, so I could use a new pair of scissors. And look it, they're blue. They're so pretty.
Oh, I love those. Those are
Yep.
cute.
And then I was like, oh, here's something else. And then I saw this. It's pixie tape.
Pixie
Now,
tape. Hmm.
so this is I'm like looking at this. I'm like pixie tape. And what got me is at the bottom it says this easy release removable tape doesn't leave adhesive residue, so it's perfect for stencils or not tearing paper.
Hmm.
But then it said the pale pink color is not only cute but translucent. They seriously used cute as oops, I dropped it as part of their product description, and I was sold. I'm like, I don't have cute tape.
Cute tape. Cute tape.
So
You're so funny. Sonia, let me look it up for you. Um, you're funny. So what else did you get besides tape?
well, and then I got a Cricut. They had like a Cricut clear stuff, and I didn't actually know how to like or clear Mylar. So it's like stupid because I could have just gone on Amazon and I could have actually just like
Hmm.
gotten clear Mylar, but I decided to try the Cricut brand, and I couldn't see how
Yeah.
thick it was, so I got it. So it was on sale, and I'm just like, oh, I'll do that too. So sometimes I totally use what I do. Okay, not even sometimes. I totally use what I do as an excuse to get craft supplies.
You're so funny.
Yeah. So,
Here, let me
anyways, that's my
see.
adhesive buy.
Where did Sonia asked for it? Sonia, I added the link. Do you see it? That's the Etsy shop. You're welcome. Oh,
So,
thank you, Susan. Susan's awesome. Okay.
oh, that is.
Susan already did the link.
That was kind of my post Christmas thing. So I mean, it's been a while since we've talked. I mean, like we've been here, so I think it was before. It was like November. So
Mm-hmm.
Christmas came and went. I
Mm-hmm.
hope everybody here had a good Christmas. I'm sure your Christmas was better than your Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yeah, it was better. Olivia did everything. Olivia did the tree. She did the whole tree.
Olivia's amazing.
Yeah, she wrapped all the gifts. It was awesome. Next
Wow.
year we'll be back to normal, but yeah, no, she did great. Kathy says she doesn't see the link. Kathy, look up just like 3 comments above the one you just wrote. I just stuck it there. Do you see my comment?
I don't on my chat.
Maybe the chat hasn't caught up yet.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? That's weird. Yeah, on
no,
our
because
chat
it
it
says I
doesn't.
don't. It says I don't see the link. So who? Yeah, I don't. You know what I can do is I can throw it in the Cricut Adventure group, or Crafting
Okay.
Adventure Facebook group after this, because I
Okay.
also wanted to throw in a link for something else that I wanted to share. Or do you want to share about it?
What?
It's
What?
our cool thing.
Which cool thing?
The
We
cool
have
thing
so
you and
many
I are
cool things.
doing. The
The
cool
cool
thing that
thing
we're
you and I
doing
are
because it's
doing.
winter and we need to get out and
Oh
doing
yeah, yeah, yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Okay.
No, you tell them. You
Oh,
tell
okay.
them.
Well,
Okay.
so okay. This is. Have you guys like heard the term Instagrammed? So it's when you're like shop or you're like on social media or Facebook, and all of a sudden you see an ad, and you're like, oh, I need this now. Um,
Yes.
s yeah. Okay. So I was Instagrammed. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but so there's actually and this like company that has an app that's like a walking app so that you're like all like
Mm-hmm.
but it's all travel based. And so they have
Mm-hmm.
all these like fictional or not fictional, but all these places you can like kind of travel to on a map.
Right.
And so it's like adventure, which is us, right? So I
Right.
found one for Paris because I really want to go to Paris and I've been learning French for like a year and it's just like my dream. And I'm like, okay, this might be like a way to motivate me. And plus, it has these really cool medals that they'll mail to you after you're
That's
done.
why I did it because of the
So,
metal.
so I send it
I
to
don't care about
Amy,
any of
and
the rest
like,
of it.
I know, I was like, so I sent it to Amy. I'm like, I can't believe I totally did this, but it's so cool. And so then I was all excited, and she's like, I'm doing it too. So now we have our own little group. Like, it's just the two of us, but we thought it
Yep.
might be cool to have other people. So if you guys, it's I think was it $30 to
I
do
think
it?
so because the metal's really nice, So you do this like
Oh, it's so
virtual
cool.
walk. Yeah, and so you basically on the app you basically start the walk, and it's a certain number of miles, whatever. And whenever you walk, you can either connect it to your watch or a pedometer, or you can just manually put in the miles every day that you walk or whenever you walk. And then when you get to the end, they mail you a really pretty medal, which I'm excited about.
They're very artsy. Like they're like super artsy cool. But it's kind of fun because I found out that so you can like as you're walking this map. So Amy and I are both on the map. You can see where there's actually like where you are in Paris, and then there's a Google
Yeah.
Street View click, and then you can like look around. And as I looked over to the side one day, I noticed that where I was at was by the river, and I could see these Viking cruise ships. And so that was really, really exciting to me because, well, we did a Viking river cruise this summer. But then for my 50th birthday in May, my husband booked us a Paris one because he really likes it too because we have food allergies and stuff. And so then we can eat on the boat and
Hmm.
sleep on the boat. And it's really, like, really fun. And so I looked over in the street view and they were docked. And like where they were docked, you could see the Eiffel Tower. So I'm like,
That's really cool.
yeah.
That's really
Anyways.
cool. So Kim says she's walking on the treadmill while she's watching us. I got one of those walking treadmills too, Kim, for
No, you
like
got a
New
walking
Year's.
pad. That's a
A
difference, I
walking
think.
pad, sorry, walking pad to go under my desk. But it's cool. I like it. I haven't used it a whole lot because I've been upstairs a lot working on a big project. But anyway, I have it down here.
So you're
So
gonna
the
do the
link.
walking pad.
Well, I want to do either when I'm walking. I told you I want to do it only when I'm intentionally walking. So if
Oh,
I'm
that's right.
walking outside or if I'm walking on the walking pad. Because if I just connect it to my phone or whatever, it'll just take all my daily steps, and I don't want it to do that.
You want to be
But you can do it
intentional.
however you want it. Right.
Yeah.
But you can do it however you want it.
No,
So
I thought that
the
was a good idea, so I started doing that too.
Yeah. So it looks like we're not able to put links in the chat, and there was some like spammy spam happening that I had to take out of the chat when Jen was talking. So it could be that YouTube
You
doesn't
changed
want us
something?
doing links at the moment. Yeah.
Hmm.
So anyway, we will, you know what we can do? Why don't we post the stuff about the Etsy shop in the Facebook group for the faux leather, and then also we can post the walking app information in the Facebook group,
Yeah, because
and
you
then
guys can
anyone who
join
wants
our
to join us.
community if you want, and then we can all see each other, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, and then it's fun. So you're not just because normally when you're walking on the virtual map, you just see all these strangers. They're ahead of you, they're behind you. But if you're in our little group, you can see only our little group. And Jen likes to text me and say, "I passed you," and
Oh
I
no, you
text her
were
back.
so far ahead of me for so long, but I hadn't hooked something up right, and so I'm like putting all these like miles in. I'm like, what the? Trying to catch up, and I'm like, what is going on? And then yeah, I figured out that it wasn't actually posting. So
The medals are beautiful. I can't wait. So after we do the Paris one, we're going to do another one. But we thought it was really cool, for our adventure theme also.
Yes.
So anyway, see, I told y'all we just had a bunch of random stuff to talk about
Well, and somebody
today.
asked about a walking pad. And a walking pad, you guys look that up. But it's looks like a treadmill, kind of, but it's like thin. So it literally
Mm-hmm.
just looks like this kind of thinner thing. So it's not like a big
Mm-hmm.
bulky, like, so you can kind of slide it underneath the desk, which is cool. So,
Yeah. Some they're thin enough they can even go underneath a sofa if the sofa's taller.
oh,
Oh, Janetta's here. Janetta, are you getting excited for baseball? I'm ready for baseball to start.
yeah, Kathy,
Janetta's my
yeah, so
baseball
many
friend.
people. It's so fun to see you guys. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Martha's
So
riding her stationary bike. Yeah, so Martha, if you're riding your bike,
you can
if it
count that
counts
too.
the miles for you, right? You can just go in, if you wanted to, you can go into the app and you can just record the miles. It's kind of fun.
So that's something that we kind of been like thinking, and because Amy and I are all like adventurous, but
Yes.
within our own little little worlds. So we're trying to be more adventurous in other ways as well. So do you want to tell them
Yes.
about our other cool like idea?
I don't know. We have so many cool ideas.
Oh, so
We have
I'm
so
like
many cool
I'm prepping you for it, and you're like I don't know which one you're talking about.
Right. Exactly. So Kathy, will I have my walking pad in my Amazon store linked, but I don't want to put a link here, so I'll put it in the Facebook group if
Yep.
that helps. I really like the one I got. It works really well, and I'm able to like walk and type at my desk with it. It feels really sturdy.
It feels like a
So
good.
anyway,
I mean, it's like just a healthy habit. I mean, it's not like it's. I mean,
yeah.
it's. I think it's just
Well,
for me. It's like thinking to let's just make these small things, and maybe that'll make
mhm.
small moments make big movements, right?
Yes, that's true.
So
Okay, so that was one of our crazy things that we did. So the other crazy idea that we have, but we need to know what your thoughts are. So Jen and I thought it would be kind of fun if we did a trip, like a real trip,
like
where
a
we went
real life cricket
somewhere,
adventure.
right, like a real life crafting adventure, and we all went somewhere really cool, like I don't know, Italy or something. So we were kind of playing around with that idea. I'm sure you've seen other, like people in other niches like fitness or cooking or travel or whatever, and they organize these travel groups to other places, and everything's like arranged and included, and it's kind of fun, and you explore and you do all kinds of stuff. So we thought that might be kind of cool if we did that.
I think it'd be so cool.
So
I love
yeah.
that idea. Like, and we were trying to think of ways where we could make kind of a like a crafting adventure as well as a Europe adventure, and
Yeah.
yeah, like trying to figure out like different ways we can kind of do it. And so we found a company that would kind of put it all together and handle all the logistics and everything. We would just kind of be
Mm-hmm.
there as well. And there'd be a
Mm-hmm.
guide and everything. So they actually send out a survey. Like they have a survey thing just to see if there's any interest for like your audience. So they pair with
Right.
social media influencers. And so what we'll have to do if anybody, I mean, what do you guys think? Is this like, I mean, it'd be kind of fun, right? Um,
Totally. Totally
so,
fun.
I mean, we thought, like throw it out to you guys, see what you think, and then we'll just kind of get an idea of like what kind of destinations you guys would think would be fun. So, yeah, just I can.
I
Would
I
we
love that idea.
would we send that out in an email or would we put it in the social or the Facebook group
Maybe we put it in the Facebook group and
and just kind
see.
of see what the interest is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I'm having an audio problem.
Oh yeah.
So, talk.
Nicole said we can come on over. She's in Germany. That
Oh, that's cool.
would be so awesome. Yeah, I think it's kind of fun because I feel like there's a lot of
Lucy.
women our age that would like to travel, but and are starting to get to the point where their kids are older or their kids are gone.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't it be cool to like be able to travel with like so part of this is that when I was in my 20s, my husband and I went to Italy and I was having dinner in Venice at this restaurant and this like whole like bunch of women came in and they were all in their like 40s and 50s and they were there for a painting workshop and this was like, early internet kind of. And so I'm like, well, how'd
Mm-hmm.
you guys like pull this together and meet. And they're like, oh, it's all online. And none of them knew each other. They came together. They were having the best time. And I just looked at that and I thought, God, I so want to do that someday. Like, I want to be able to get together with a bunch of women that have similar interests, that I just are willing to like get out and be adventurous. And it's always been in the back of my mind. And so when this opportunity kind of came up, we're just like, oh, should we? Wouldn't this be great? And it feels like it's one of those dream come true things. So.
Yeah. And it totally works with, the theme of our event. And, it's just kind of, it's a natural fit. But anyway,
Okay.
Those
are our crazy
we'll post about that. Yeah, we'll post about that we'll post about that in the Facebook group also. But anyway, that's one of those things where it takes several months to plan it. So it probably wouldn't be this year. It'd probably be next year. But anyway, we're excited.
I'm excited
about that.
Plus, what? You and I still have not met in person.
That's right.
This might be what it takes. Right. So, all right. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like the fun, cool, exciting, like crazy things that we're thinking. Maybe it's time for some squirrel and tell.
Oh, okay. Do you want a squirrel? You can squirrel.
I'll squirrel, you tell.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think the big thing is Craft Fest. Craft Fest is coming up soon.
Yes.
It's coming up very soon.
Very excited about Craft Fest. And have you seen the projects? I mean, they're just incredible this year. Oh my gosh.
I was a little blown away.
I love all of them. Yeah. Yeah.
So
everyone brought their A game for sure.
Yes. I looked at some of these projects and I'm like, who did that? Because usually you can tell because it's this, they have like a similar sense of style or they do the kind of a similar type of project. I'm like, I was looking at a whole bunch of those. I'm like, who is that? And who did that? Because it was just either something different or I didn't recognize it. But like even Abby, she has that mobile.
That's beautiful.
It was incredible. Yeah. Like I could just imagine that hanging. Have you seen how these glam picnics and they're all like decorated and everything? And I'm like, you'd bring that, hang it from a tree, sit underneath the tree. I mean, it would just be the coolest thing.
Or like in a baby's room is what I thought, like over a baby crib, high up. I think that'd be really beautiful too.
Yep. So I was pretty excited about that. Amy, tell us about your projects for that. And then I have a question for the girls.
Okay. So I'm doing butterflies again because I did butterflies a few years ago for the Craft Fest and it was super popular. But this time I'm doing a keychain. So I did a butterfly keychain. Let me see if I can show you. So this is just one of them. So it's got 5 colors of heat transfer vinyl. So you can really, make it your own. And then, so this is a faux leather fold over keychain. And then as a bonus, I did a cardstock version because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. So this is actually
so smart.
Yeah. So this is cardstock. It's a couple layers of cardstock. And then I put it all together. You could use Mod Podge, but I used Maker's Magic. It's a new product that I wanted to try. Yeah. So I put it on both sides. I used it to kind of layer all the cardstock pieces together. And then I did the coating on both sides. And it's actually really sturdy. I'm surprised.
So the Maker's Magic is supposed to be like a new and improved Mod Podge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I really liked it.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is like my bonus for the Craft Fest where I show you how to do that. Actually, no, it's not my bonus, but this is just a bonus video I have if you wanted to sign up for my email list. And then I'll send you my little video on how to do this. And I made a special template because this one is obviously different than this one.
You did a video on how to do the Mod Podge or the Maker's Magic stuff? Or how to do cardstock?
Yeah, I did a video on how to cut this pattern because see how this pattern, it's like 3 or 4 pieces of cardstock glued together and then there's a small hole. Yep. And then this one is a fold over style. So they're different. So I didn't want to just give them this without showing them how to do it. So yeah.
Smart.
Anyway, this is my project. What's your project?
All right. So my project is you guys are maybe like this too, where it's like you get done with the holidays or it's you're kind of in a slump. You're just kind of like, And I was having trouble with inspiration. And so sometimes what I find inspiration is the idea of doing something for other people or
Mm-hmm.
gifting or giving them something that's going to encourage them. And so I
Mm-hmm.
thought, hey, let's do this thing where we do affirmation magnets. So they're magnets, printable magnets, and
Mm-hmm.
you just it's something that you can just print, design in Procreate. So I show you how to do that part of it. I've got a kind of pretty simple design that I show you guys here. I'll show it to you. So I show you how to do this in the video and then print it out on the printable magnet paper. But the idea is that these affirmations are going to say something nice. And I
Mm-hmm.
like in my head, I was picturing this girl like waiting at the bus stop and she's having kind of a bad day or, and then she looks up and she sees these magnets. Or like a magnet that says you are enough or you are a force of nature or something like that, where it's just like this one little bit of something that they maybe needed to make their day, or make help them remember their self-worth or that
Mm-hmm.
they have dreams too, or their day is not the you know the bad thing it was like they thought it was going to be today. So I have know your worth. And so one thing I did too is that sticker, holographic sticker, are not
Yeah.
like the clear laminate. So
Yeah.
I didn't do it for the video. I wanted to keep things kind of simple. But for me, I wanted to try cutting it and making it with that shiny stuff on
That's
top. So
cool.
yeah.
That's
So
really
that's
cool.
know your worth. So these are actually most of the ones that I'm showing you are VIP. But here's kind of a funny story for you guys. So there is one design that I did not include in the VIP. I had it like as kind of an aside in the video. I was gonna put it in the VIP. I was all excited about it, and then I showed a couple gals that are well, I showed my mom and my aunt, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know." And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I missed my audience on this one. I'm not entirely sure. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe this isn't cool. And so I pulled it. Like I went and I like took stuff out of the video. I like did all this stuff to pull this one design. All right, you guys want to see the design? I'm still not sure if I
Yes.
should have or not. Actually, I'm glad I pulled it out, but I still think it was a really cool design. All right, I don't think you can read it, but
Yeah. Read what it says.
it says you are a badass even when you can't find your keys, phone, or bra. So I was obviously trying to put that to my that's
Mm-hmm.
my age group and stuff. And, I wanted people to realize that even if they can't remember what they did like 5 seconds before, that they're still awesome,
Right.
amazing, and cool. But, the term, like the word badass, so it's like pretty common now to be used. And so I like didn't really think a whole lot about it. And yeah, my mom like got this shocked look on her face. So then I was just like, okay, maybe I should reevaluate this one because maybe it's not as like harmless as I think it is. So
That
like,
that's a fun one. Lots of people in the comments like that one. That one's funny.
yeah, all right, because you are totally my people. So yeah, I don't know. I was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, oh god, it's like talk about tunnel vision. I thought it was hilarious. I didn't know if anyone. I was so sure everybody would like think it was hilarious. But yeah, so
Oh
so if you
well.
guys
I mean,
like it, I'm like trying to figure out like what do I do with it? Should I send it out to my email list? Like, is that like dumb? I mean,
I don't think it's dumb. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if they don't like it, they don't like it. But some people might love it, right? Yeah,
Right.
Lisa said some older generation might get offended. Yeah, I totally get that. And like I said, I feel like it was a little bit of a tunnel vision thing where, I kind of forgot that other people might not think that was funny. But I think it's
Mm-hmm.
so funny. And I think it's just, I don't know. So,
It is
yeah.
funny and cute. I like that one.
All right. So, Kaylee said email list. So I'll do that.
So we have a couple of questions. Let me see. Here, this is a good one. Can you get custom prints done at the Ever Onwards prints? I don't see the Yeti print there. So did you
um,
do?
I did not. That was actually one that they had for Christmas. Oh, so you
Oh,
know what
okay.
somebody just said? They said, or Kathy said I could use the word baddie. And so you know what I can do is I could just do another quick design quick and like send out both versions. And people can click
Mm-hmm.
and download which one they like.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good
All right, I'm
idea.
gonna do that.
Um, Kathy C is asking, is Maker's Magic truly waterproof? So Kathy, I'm wondering if you've seen that, if you're talking because you've seen that commercial where they're, not the commercial, but it's like the little promo where they're putting Maker's Magic on a piece of glass on top of something, like on top of vinyl, I think. And then they're putting Mod Podge on the other side, and it's like a comparison. And then they dump water on it. But I haven't put water on this, so I can't really say if it's, really waterproof. But on here for the cardstock, I had to be sure to seal both the front and the back and all of the edges. And I did a couple coats. So I'm feeling pretty confident that it's going to be waterproof. But I can't say for sure.
That's a good question.
So Maker's Magic is a product. Have y'all seen those scorch markers? I have one, but I haven't tried it yet. But it's like a marker
Yeah,
that you draw on wood with, and then you use a heat gun. So I have one, I just haven't used it yet, but it's the same guy that invented the scorch marker, invented Maker's Magic.
he's
So,
definitely an inventor personality. Like, how do I make
yeah,
this cooler or better?
yeah. And then Martha asked, can you put UV resin on the cardstock one? And I've tried. So, Martha, what I would say is I don't think you can put the UV resin straight onto the cardstock because I think the cardstock will absorb it. I've done a couple tests with that. But if you sealed the cardstock first, then you could put UV resin on top of that. You just don't want how cardstock can get like water spots, that kind of darker color.
Well, and
Yeah.
it can get a little wavy and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anytime I've done resin in the past, I've done a layer of Mod Podge over it first, and then poured
Mm-hmm.
the resin, like a thin layer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's really helpful. Yeah. Let me see. And then there was another question about Procreate. Is Procreate free?
Procreate is for iPad is like $12.99, I think, but it's a one-time fee. I haven't been calling that out lately in my videos or anything, and someone mentioned that they were saving up for Procreate, and they made it sound like it was a subscription. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I've mentioned that lately, but it is just a one-time fee. The big thing, that question I get with Procreate all the time, is it just for iPad? And it does have an iPhone, but is not. It's only a Procreate, or it's only made for Apple products, because the people that designed it really wanted to go all in and make something amazing just for the like we're
Mm-hmm.
able or Apple's platform, because they love
Mm-hmm.
the platform. And so yeah, I mean, as many people that use it and have been asking it, they still haven't gone to anything else because they're just doubling down on making what they've got awesome. And there's lots of other
Right.
products like Adobe Fresco, I think, is available on multiple platforms
Mm-hmm.
that, and they
And
actually, yeah.
the iPad really is like the Rolls Royce of drawing, like tablet drawing. So it would make sense.
It's not like they're coming down with some other versions that aren't quite as expensive. You know, like like spreading out their price points, so they have a lower model and upper model, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, what people suggest when they're like, oh well, I'm saving up for an iPad. That's great. You can totally save up for it. But I was working up until like I don't know, 6 months ago. I was using my 2018 iPad Pro
Mm-hmm.
still, and so I know you can buy older products.
The older iPads.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
check procreate.com or .com's FAQs to see if it's still compatible. And then of course you
Mm-hmm.
run the risk of at some point, things are not as compatible. But, it's I don't know, that's a
Mm-hmm.
something you can do.
So let me see. There was a question about the. Oh, so I lost a comment, but someone asked if you can put a scorch marker in a Cricut,
I've tried it
and
and you can.
because yeah, because they can't draw without a Cricut. I can't draw either by hand. I can only draw on the computer. So what I was going to use it for was stencils. I was going to
Yeah.
cut stencils and then use the stencil with the scorch marker. So there's a couple different ways
So I
you
actually
you
do
can use
have
that.
a video, or not a video. I have a post where I tried different, because there's actually a couple different markers now. Scorch was the first, I think, but they came
Mm-hmm.
out. There's some like other brands now that do the same sort of thing. And We Are Memory Makers had a thin version of the Scorch marker, which was like the size of a regular pen or marker, like a
Mm-hmm.
Cricut marker, and that worked really well. If you take out the big, the pen thing, and I think there's some adapters, then the Scorch marker is thicker but it will fit. I
Mm-hmm.
did get it to fit in my Cricut. So it's just
Oh,
then
that's cool.
the nib is fatter too. So you end up getting these
Mm-hmm.
pretty thick lines. So
I see.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, some people have scorch markers. Some people have tried them. Um, yeah, I'm excited to try mine. I have the stencil sheets, like the stencil film for the Cricut. It's on my list of
Oh,
projects.
so Kathy's used torch paste, and I've heard good things about that as well. You have to tell us,
Okay.
Kathy, if I think that's so. I think you. It's a. I haven't. I don't know the consistency, Al, but I'm curious. This kind of runs up into my obsession with adhesives. Some of this stuff too. It just they kind of run together a little bit. So
Kim, I'll have to look up and see what stencil. I think it was just the Cricut blue stencil stuff, or it was something I bought on Amazon. I
I've
have it
used it
somewhere.
with the Oracle or Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle.
Mm-hmm. Oracle, yeah.
They
Oracle.
have an amazing stencil product. I think it's the 850 or something. You use that?
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't used that, but I love the Oracle product, so I'll have to look that one up.
I'm just gonna look quick.
Oh, you know what it was? That has been out of stock. That Oracle stencil film,
Oh,
it
really?
was out of stock. Yeah,
Okay, so it's
um,
called Aura Mask Masking Film 813.
that's what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
out of stock, huh?
Well, it was out of stock. This was like, I don't know, I want to say October when I was looking into it. Because I was trying to get some from bulk vinyl from Troy Young
Oh, I
with
lost you with
bulk
my
vinyl.
earplugs here. Just a sec.
And you know, he knows all the things about Oracle, so he told me it was out of stock, but they might have it again.
There's a
You have
Christmas one
Kathy
on it. Everybody wanted it for their Christmas
Kathy's used.
shopping.
No,
Stockings.
it was way before Christmas. Way before Christmas. It was in the fall. Kathy's used permanent vinyl for stencils. Yeah, there's a lot of different materials you can use for stencils.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah. I've
I have
used.
that. It's on my YouTube video list to do wood earrings with stencils and a scorch marker. So yeah.
So yeah, that was. So see, we're totally back because once again Jen went off camera and grabbed something to show. Squirrel and towel.
Squirrel and toe.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I think that would. I think so. This is like we've been so Cricket Adventure. So we're starting to gear up for the next one, and so we're starting to kind of we've worked with some of the speakers. We're starting to get some of the project ideas coming in and the descriptions, and so we're trying to kind of come up with things that you guys maybe aren't seeing and other things that are more of an adventure. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of got me thinking in like some of these sideways ways where it's like, oh well, what about this, and oh what about this, and yeah, I don't know that. I mean, stencils I think are pretty fun. And using those scorch markers and the scorch, like some of that might be something that people haven't tried before that they might think is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
curious
true.
about that. But yeah, we're looking at like
That's true.
wood, and we're looking at like I don't know, fabric, clay, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we've been working on the adventure. We do a lot of that in early January and late December actually. And we already have 40 speakers lined up this year. So we're super, super excited. Um, it's just such an honor, you know, to work with so many of these people and for them to want to come back and be a part of our event again this year is super special to us.
Yeah.
So we're very excited.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel a
And
little bit
it's
like the puppet master because I'm like, ooh, like, ooh, they're gonna work on this and they're gonna work on this, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is gonna be so
Mhm,
exciting, and we're pulling it all together,
mhm,
and it's just, it's so, it's so fun to be able to work because you and I both work on our own a lot, like we're our little islands, and so to work with
mhm,
that many people and to pull together such an amazing event is
mhm.
much different than what we normally do. So
Yep. It's really fun. Meanwhile, I'm like, ooh, I'm catching up on our expenses for the year. Ooh, I get excited about that. Working on the spreadsheet.
yeah, Amy's
And
like
then whenever
spreadsheet. I'm like, oh,
right, whenever a speaker says, "What should I do?" I say, "Oh, you should ask Jen because Jen's really good at that." But you know, we each have our part that we work on for the event. So anyway, it is April 23rd this year, April 23rd to the 27th. And we're going to do the same thing we did last year where we have the regular presentations and then we have the special ones, the excursions that are like deep dives into cricket related topics. I think that's how
Because
we call it.
adventures. We want adventures.
Right. And then we're going to have one expedition, which was like our keynote speaker for the event. Last year it was Jennifer Maker. And this year we have a very special crafter who we will be announcing later on. But it's all lined up.
And we
So
love
we're
her.
excited.
So there's
Yes, we
that.
love her.
Yeah, she was
And
our
you
first
all know
choice.
her and love her too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're super
Like for
excited.
this year,
We're working on that. Yeah, super excited about that. Hi, Stacy. Stacy's late, but she's here. Jen's excited about the adventure.
Oh, you guys are all so you guys are so encouraging. Like seriously, Amy and I get so filled up every time we're here doing this with you. So
Yeah, we do. It's really fun.
So yeah, so Craft Fest, and then Amy, I was gonna put on. So it's coming up until, let's see, it's January, but it feels like we're already nudging up against Valentine's Day. So I was gonna ask you. I was not looking, but do you have Valentine's projects on your website?
I have loads of Valentine's projects, and I have shared absolutely zero of them on social media this year
So
because
is that
I'm
something
I'm
we can
working
expect
on
to find in
something.
your membership as well?
Oh, well, I've done Valentine's Day, yes, in my club. I did some really cute Valentine's Day earrings. This year, I'm actually going to do some Valentine's from Monday for them, and I have some from last year because the club is a year old now. So we have all 52 weeks of last year's faux leather crafts, and we're already starting this year. But I have a ton of really cute projects for Valentine's Day on my blog too. I've just had my head down working on some big projects, so I haven't been really good about sharing things, but I need to do that.
Okay, so people
Corn
think our
submitted
special
to me
guest for
today.
is Cupid for the adventure. We actually we might have Cupid come hang out with the cricket adventure, but yeah, that's or with our crafting adventure YouTube here. So, but that's February, and the adventure
Yeah.
again is going to be in late April. So,
Oh, thanks, Kim. Thanks for putting those dates.
so I was going to say that you may
Sorry,
not
my
remember this, but you and I have one project that we kind of did together years ago. It was a
mm-hmm,
Valentine's project. It was your design, and then I took it and
mm-hmm.
turned it into an engraving design and infeasible
Yeah,
ink
that was really
design.
fun.
Like,
That was really fun.
like
We
it
we
turned
should
out
do
good.
like one time. We should do yeah, one time we should do a workshop where we do that. Like we do collaborate on a
Uh huh.
project, like a bunch of
Well,
projects.
seriously, so many of your designs are so cute. Like I could totally see the butterfly that you were doing. The cute
Mm-hmm.
like those earrings from the first craft fest or whatever. I could totally see those as engraving designs with infusable ink. I think that'd be really fun.
Oh, that would be really cool. That
Hmm.
could be kind of fun.
Yeah, it
A
could.
little like mashup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to send out I was
Oh.
going to send it out in an email to the Cricket Adventure people. Um, Maybe like
Mm-hmm.
next week or something. Well, I'll put a post of our project that we did together. It's love.
Mm-hmm.
So you
I
guys
love
will
that.
to watch for
That's one of
that.
my favorites.
Yeah.
That is one of my
So
favorites. Yes, the
speaking of
love
earrings, though,
letters.
do you have other earrings you can show us? Because I saw you made
Oh,
some super cute ones.
so Christine, who is here,
She did mine.
Christine K, sent me a message,
So she
and
made these for us.
she made our squirrel earrings, and she's one of my club members. And they get like member requests, so they ask me to make different things, and I have a huge list of requests that I try and get through. But anyway, she asked me for chicken earrings, chickens wearing boots. Let me see if I can show you what I made for her. Little
Which
chickens wearing boots. Isn't that
sometimes you like
hilarious?
yeah, like seriously, I looked at these and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never like ever in my
Yep.
million years wanted chickens wearing boots, but now I see
Yep.
these and you made them
But
so
now you
cute.
do, right?
I
Now
do.
you do.
It's like the
Yeah.
visual.
So
It's
I
like as soon as I could see the pattern and it's just the dangly boots. They're
yeah.
cute.
So I sent them to her and I said, I don't know if this is stupid or genius, but here are your chickens wearing boots. So
So let's
that's
see what
for
people think.
Christine.
Are those
Yes.
is it genius? Kim wants to know if those
Oh,
are in your
Sonia
club.
likes. They're not, but I will add them as a bonus. And I'm also working on, let me see. Oh, so I'm doing a YouTube video this week where I'm doing, these little faux leather jewelry boxes. I'm doing the monograms. And so I have a couple different monogram designs that actually came from the club, and but I sized them for the little jewelry boxes. So I'm going to put those in the club as a bonus. And then I had a request for pickleball earrings.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put those in the club, and I need to finish some hockey earrings. So those are my requests that I'm working on. So, I like make the graphic, but I really do like to cut them and make sure they come out okay. So that's what I haven't gotten to yet.
I think I would have seen the graphic for that and not thought they were nearly as so cute. Like when you actually
Right.
do that and you use like the pattern.
Yeah, when you actually do it.
Yeah, like
it just looks so much better.
Show them to us again. Do you have them there?
Okay. Where did I put them? But Christine is always so sweet and supportive of us, and she made our squirrel earrings. So if she had a request for purple dinosaurs, I was going to make it, whatever it was. Let me see.
Yep.
I don't know if I can. I'm having a hard time holding them up correctly.
Is that? Oh, that's fine. Is that pattern from the polka dotted peach?
Yes, the pattern it's like the bandana print, I think.
Yep.
And then the bottom is just a solid brown. And I was surprised the little boots cut well.
So,
but yeah.
Somebody in the chat asked, "What is the club?" Maybe you should back story that one a little bit.
I have a faux leather crafting club. It's like my little membership. It's just $9 a month. And what we do is every week on Monday, I give club members at least 2 exclusive brand new designs just for them. And they get a video tutorial and the SVGs and a materials list and a printable step-by-step instruction sheet.
Yeah, you are
and
so
then,
extra.
I do bonuses and stuff like that. And actually the big project that I'm doing now is I'm working on making the club even better, because I'm kind of building a master library of all of my designs that I've ever made, like workshops, events, free on my blog, in the club. So I'm working on having all those things in one place. So anyway,
yep,
that's what I've been working on.
Which is a lot of, that's a lot of behind the scenes work. I also am working on a big project.
Tell me.
Well, I've told you guys before, but I'm working on, it's the Procreate Playbook live course experience. And so I've talked to you guys before about how I was kind of for years I've been wanting to do a video course in the Procreate, how to use it for crafters. And then I wrote this book, which is great, but a lot of us are visual. And so then I was working on this, and I don't know if you guys are like this, but your brain just keeps kind of turning things over. And I know that a lot of people got the book and then didn't actually really learn. They love it. It's a great book. It's very detailed, but they still want somebody there to kind of support them and encourage them and kind of do things along with them. And so I'm like, okay, so I could do that same thing with the course, a pre-recorded videos, which is great, but I wanted to add some kind of support encouragement element. So I'm actually making it a live course, in that there's going to be
that's cool.
A community where, so I'll be doing live chats in them. I'm going to be doing live crafting tutorial, so from Procreate to project, all the way, so they can really see it. And then they'll still have pre-recorded videos that they can go back and watch over and over and over again. So I keep getting I keep pulling these pieces together in my head. And right now the kind of piece I've been working on has been mindset, because I feel a lot of people are just kind of I don't know how to draw. I'm not an artist. I'm not a designer. I'm scared. I used to do this as a kid and loved it. But and so many people are when they do start drawing again, or, they get over themselves, and that fear that we all have, because we do have these mental blocks. Once they do that, they really just, they find it's fun and enjoyable and something they just love to do, without expectations. And so I really want to bring that joy of play, that's always been my thing, to this experience. And so this week I started adding some mindset things, and some ways to kind of help you get in the right mindset, how to encourage you to feel more creative and look at the world more creatively. So
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, there's so many people in the comments that are excited about it.
And you guys have been waiting so patiently. It's just been, I really wanted to I want to nail it. I want to get it right. I want it to be the right thing for you guys. And Amy's push that baby out into the world. So I'm getting there.
Just do it already. Yep, she's getting there. She's getting there.
Yep. And it's going to be amazing when it's done. So, yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Me
And I
too.
need that
So,
mindset piece because I definitely can't draw. So I will
well,
be I will
it's
be
like,
watching that part.
yeah, no, I'm excited. This has been like something on my heart for ages, is to have that creativity and just
Mm-hmm.
that sense of like I can be creative and empower people, because once you do, then you go out into the world with this like renewed sense of creative purpose to make people's days better, or to enrich
Yeah.
your own life, or make something for your wall and make your,
Mm-hmm.
there's just even just throwing something up in the fridge that you made, I think as an adult is fairly empower. It's like an act of like audacity. I made this
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting it on my fridge. So,
I
no.
love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, anyhow.
Yay.
So people are being super like sweet in the chat, and I appreciate that, you guys, so much. All right,
They are.
so it is almost 10 o'clock, my time here. Yeah, everybody's been waiting patient. I started talking about this in, I think, like November.
Three.
So
3 years ago.
okay,
3 years
yeah,
ago.
okay. No, we're not even gonna say three.
Okay.
It was like in reality, it's like 4 or 5 years ago. Ever since I started Procreate, I'm
Okay.
like, you can use this for crafting. I get excited. So
It's happening. Yay.
it is actually.
Well, does anyone have any questions? Anything? Any questions about what we talked about? So remember, we're going to post in our Facebook group some things for you. We'll post about the walking pad. We'll post about the walking app. We'll post about the faux leather shop. And what else are we going to post about?
I should have
I
written.
think that's it.
Oh, so yeah, the Etsy shop. Oh, you guys, I was gonna show you too. So this, can I show one more thing? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So my
Yeah.
mom was here over Christmas, and we didn't have a ton of time because Jasper got sick, and we told people not to come to our house because he was sick. But she came afterwards once he was no longer sick, and look what we made.
Amazing.
I know, and check this out. Sorry, it doesn't do it in my
So
hand.
so cool.
Ugh, and I forgot I stored some stuff in it. All right. So yeah, I have all the extra pieces.
Lisa, the Facebook group is just search Cricut Crafting Adventure and you'll find it.
Okay, and then
That's just the most
photo
amazing
goes in
project.
here. I know. So then a photo goes on here, but we did two, and I sent the photo home with my mom. But look at the cute little, and then it has the little.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep.
So cool.
So that was one of our projects from the Cricut Crafting Adventure. Our bestie Emily designed it, little suitcase, and I've been seriously
Also
wanting
known
to do it
as
for
Mrs.
forever.
Claus.
Yes.
Mrs. Claus.
So it does not matter if it's a year. I tell myself this does not matter if it's almost a year later. So, it's just like it was still like an awesome experience, and I'm so excited like that I did it. Explosion box.
Yep, love that.
Yes.
Love that. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Emily does it amazing. So I have lots of other Emily
Thank you,
designs I want to do too.
Thank you, Lucy, for posting the name of the group for us. Diane says, "Will we get supply lists?" Yes, for the Cricut Adventure. There's a whole workbook full of the directions and a supply list for everything, a video for everything. It's really in depth, so it's great.
Oh,
Yeah, Emily
Emily
says, "Oh,
saw
nice suitcase."
Emily's here. She saw it. Yay!
Yep. Any other questions? This was fun. We got to get back into the groove a little bit. We squirreled. We
squirreled
told.
a lot.
Yeah.
We squill and told.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I am
thanks
so
so much
excited
for
to be here.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, everyone. And we'll be back on a regular Wednesday schedule now. Barring an emergency, but we're back. We're ready.
Yep. Yeah, we're really excited, and just having you guys show up for us and be here with us is like we both get so much energy and excitement out of it. So we're so glad that you showed up today, and hopefully we can. So what we'll do is we'll send out an email before we go live, and we usually tell you guys ahead of time in our Cricut Crafting Adventure Facebook group too if we're going live this week. So Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Awesome.
All right.
Two quick things.
Oh yeah.
We Corey asked when tickets go on sale. I think it's for our adventure. I think it's I want to say it's like April 4th or something. It's like the first couple days of April. And I've lost the chat, but I think it's 3 years that you have VIP access for
Yeah.
last
So you guys should
year's
go back and
project.
check out the stuff from last year too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Super cool.
yeah. So I don't know if we'll do 3 years again this year. We kind of need to figure that out and talk about it. But I know we did 3 years for last year.
All
So
right.
anyway,
Yeah, we
thanks for
love you
watching,
guys.
everyone.
Yep. Thanks a lot. And Amy, I'm so excited to be here again with you. So we'll chat
Yay!
soon.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
All right, friends. Bye.